Hi guys, welcome back. Today, since it's back to schools week, I thought I'd show you how to make a cute Sacred Heart eraser. I use special eraser clay that's bakeable, so I will leave a link in the description of the exact kind that I used. Start by kneading a large ball of red eraser clay. Then, using a heart mold or just molding it yourself, shape the red clay into a heart. I use this resin mold, but it works really well for clay too. Make sure you press it really firmly into every part of the mold. If you're using your fingers, just make sure you shape it the way you like. If any smears or smudges get on the top of your eraser, use a Q-tip dipped in nail polish remover to get some of them off. Once you've shaped it to the way you like, use your fingers to gently coax it from the sides of the mold. It can help if you freeze the clay before you try to pull it from the mold, but I didn't do it here, so it's possible to do it without it too. Once it's removed, look at the front. If there's any pieces that you don't like, it's okay. You can fill them in after it's done baking. Place it back into the mold and use a pencil to indent a shape into the heart. This just gives you a reference idea for how high the pencil is. That way you can cut a shape into the back of it. I cut the shape into the back of it, that way the pencil can go inside of the eraser. If you don't want it to be able to attach to your eraser, you can just skip this part. Use an X-Acto knife to cut around the edge of the indent. Then use the X-Acto knife to cut into the eraser. Make sure you don't cut all the way through. Just far enough in so the pencil fits flushly against the eraser. Then roll out another piece of red clay and place it on top of the pencil. Smooth this out with your fingers, and for help you can put it back into the mold so that you don't warp it. Make sure it's very firmly attached. You don't want it to fall off once it's done baking. Try to mold it all the way down to the end of the eraser. That way the pencil has a large enough place to hold on to. It's okay if there's a few dents and scrapes in it. You can just fix that a little bit and then move on to the next step. Since this is going to be an eraser, you can't make anything too detailed or it'll just fall off or get smudged off instantly. So to make the Crown-of-Thorns, simply roll out a brown snake of eraser clay. Then cut it in half. When I rolled it out, I used my fingers and pushed down harder in some spots. That way it was a little bit rougher and didn't look so even. Then take the two strands and twist them together. Push them in at certain places so that it looks a little bit rougher and more like thorns. Then wrap it around the heart. Attach the two ends at the back of the eraser so it's a little bit more hidden. Make sure you push it in very securely so that it doesn't fall off when you're erasing with it. To make the fire on top of the heart, use orange eraser clay and roll it into a ball. Then roll that ball into a kind of cone shape. Instead of rolling just one end of the ball, roll both ends so there's a round spot in the middle and 2 points. It'll look kind of like a rounded diamond. Use a needle tool to make a small hole in the top of the heart. This will make it so the fire will stay in the eraser even when you're erasing with it. Then, insert one of the points into the hole and press down very firmly. You want it to be super attached. If it gets a little smushed, use your fingers to reshape it. Once you like the way it looks, bake according to your clay's package instructions. For this clay's baking time, it's a lot cooler than regular clay, so make sure you keep that in mind. You also have to bake it a lot longer than you might think, so you might want to save this for a weekend project. And here is the finished Sacred Heart eraser. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more like this. I love making these videos for you guys, and it's really fun testing out the different kinds of clay. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.